cava is the big blue vessels directly below the heart. Above the heart, the trunk of the blue Y is the superior vena cava. The splits of the blue Y are the brachiocephalic veins. Brachiocephalics either go on up the neck or go down the arm. If they're going up the neck, we change the name to external jugular vein. We're going to give off a different vessel, the superficial cervical vein, and we're going to swing that one around and become the cephalic vein. Okay. As we go down the arm, we're going to have to pin right next to the brachiocephalic to be the subclavian vein. You have to still say vein there. But when you get in the armpit, you can change your name to axillary. And when you get to the elbow, you can change your name to brachials. Pin blended in. All right. In the armpit, you're either going to hit your pectoral muscles with anything. You can pluralize here. And I did it on both sides. See, I'm hitting pecs here and I'm hitting pecs there. So both of these sets are the lateral thoracics. Anything going deep, just thought I got all the pins. Anything going deep off this main highway are subscapulars, and you can have quite a few. So anything going deep, subscapulars, hitting your pecs, lateral thoracics. Okay? Coming down the right chest cavity is a very long vein, the azygos vein. Coming off the back side of either brachiocephalic or the superior vena cava, it doesn't matter, and you can have more than one. Like here's a tiny, tiny vertebral, but there's a very nice size vertebral going off the back side there. Okay? Coming off the front or the top of the superior vena cava, and it would have connected to the wall, midline of the wall, is the internal thoracic vein. But once it hits the wall, we can pluralize because there's arteries here too. The split rib cage will be serviced by the superior epigastrix. Okay, let's do the arteries. Here's your aortic arch. Your first branch is the brachiocephalic artery. Notice there's only one brachiocephalic artery, but there's two brachiocephalic veins. That's how it is in the human too. Coming off the brachiocephalic, let's see if we can't see. Can I get a second probe? I think that's going to help me a little bit. Maybe here, I can do this. Okay. Coming off the brachiocephalic, we make the chicken foot. The first rightmost toe is the right subclavian artery. The middle toe is the right common carotid artery, but it can be pinned up in the neck also. And the last leftmost toe is the left common carotid artery, but it can also be pinned up high too. Coming off the carotid artery, I just peeled it off the back side, a white nerve complex called the sympathetic trunk. But if it ended at the heart, it would be vagus nerve. So sympathetic trunk high, vagus nerve by the heart. And then you continue, and the second branch off the aortic arch is the left subclavian artery, which gives off 4 vessels. It happens on the right side too, but there's too much to go through up there. So let's look. Get my thing back here. All right, 4 vessels. One vessel is over here all by itself. That is the internal thoracic artery. The first vessel on the other side, single, is the vertebral artery. The middle vessel is the letter Y. I'm stretching the trunk. The trunk serves my ribs and my neck. Costo for rib, cervical for neck. Costo cervical trunk. The bottom split is going to serve my ribs as the highest intercostal, and the top split will go deep, deep cervical. And then the last one over here by itself is the superficial cervical artery. And then on the other side of all 4 of those, you just continue your name with left subclavian artery. And as we're exiting the heart this direction, we're going to be this descending aorta, okay, which will go. It's the longest vessel in the cat. The descending aorta goes all the way down through all this cavity till it starts making the letter Y. So the descending aorta is very, very long. And even in between the Y's, it's still the descending aorta. The inferior vena cava is also long. because here it comes down there too, and then it will make a Y also, but that's still the inferior vena cava also. Okay, now what do you want to do with this?